Hey, welcome back guys to chapter 9. This will be the cruelest intentions, and we're kind of in like a mansion. Some of the enemies here are kind of random. This is the only kind of chapter where the enemy placements are a little bit random. But I'll try to point out along the way where enemies might pop up. But it's not really until you actually get into the mansion itself. You'll start off here in your cell. And all you need to do is head outside the cell, guys. Tatiana will unlock the door for you. Yep, head into the lobby area, reception, and interrupt the painting. And once all the kind of bugs have crawled out, you can interrupt the painting again. And you'll dive inside the guy's face. Yep, this painting over here, the lovely family portrait. Yep, all the bugs will crawl out. And after the dialogue, you should be able to interact with it again. Yeah, so after this, you'll get control back in the mansion garden. Well, kind of in the woods to begin with, and you have to approach a flower. But yeah, be in the mansion garden afterwards. It's not really too long a chapter. You have a small kind of arena battle at the end in the barn, but it's quite simple. 2 waves of 3 enemies each to get through. So yeah, once you looked at the painting again, head back into the cell corridor. So like I say, look at the painting twice, head in cell corridor, and head towards the mirror. You get transported to a forest around the mansion. Just continue forward, guys, to the sunflower. And then you spawn outside the mansion. Yeah, I actually finished recording this yesterday, the whole thing. So all I'm doing now is I'm just kind of going to be editing videos daily for what I've recorded so far. It took me 4 hours 8 minutes to complete this playthrough. So you've got about 15 minutes spare, guys, if you're going for the speedrun trophy. It's not a big deal if you do not make the speedrun. You can just do a casual new game plus later of all unlockables and it'll be mega easy then. But yeah, if you try and do it now, you've got about 15 minutes to spare.
Never been here before, but
it's nice to do it now, so you get no upgrades and speedrun all done at once. And then you don't have to worry about them no more. Just focus on Akuma and the cleanup at the end. So once in the mansion garden, come around the left here. I'm just going to show you there's an explosive bolt there. And over here you got some shotgun bullets. And then just on the bench around the middle courtyard, there'll be some handgun bullets. Yeah, just there, some handgun bullets. That's pretty much all the good loot outside the house, other than there is a key and some gel, but obviously we're going to be collecting them in Akuma. I'm just showing you all the kind of resources we need in ammo. So there's a syringe over there once you get into the mansion. So once you come into the mansion, by the way, Ruvik can spawn. He's kind of on the timer. He can spawn every few minutes, but when he does spawn, just ignore him because he can instant kill you. Just ignore him for about a minute and he'll disappear again in another few minutes. Now we're going to come in this room. Disarm this bomb, and like I was saying earlier, enemies have random spawn points in this room. You might have enemies spawn here. If they're feeding on this corpse, just run up to it and press circle, guys, drop a match and kill them both at once. They might not be there. Yeah, grab the handgun ammo on the right, disarm this bomb, and just on the floor near this bomb, you might have just seen the axe prompt appear. Yeah, grab that axe just there. Yep, so grab that axe, we need it shortly. Come near. In here you've got a flash bolt, there is a key, I'm not collecting, obviously some gel, and interact with the brain. So there's quite a few of these brains. For this one,
subject number 58, test 92.
Yep, you need to dig down on the consent region of the brain. If you look to the bottom left, you'll see like a little diagram and it show you, yeah, the consent region of the brain, consent, that's the part you need to dig. So just check where the consent region is. Move the probe over to it and then insert it, guys, and you'll get a brief cutscene and a checkpoint. So once you get control back, come in here. Now there's good light. There's like a 90% chance an enemy will come through this door. If he does, melee him with the axe to kill him instantly. If not, don't worry, just carry on. Carrying along here, like I say, after about every few minutes Ruvik might spawn. If he does, just avoid him in the room you're in until he despawns. Now come here, there's probably going to be a few enemies, so don't always spawn. There's actually a few enemies around there. There might be 2 enemies feasting on that corpse just near them trap parts I just picked up. If they are, just burn them with a match. Come in here, disarm this bomb. Yep, if there's enemies in the library, they're probably chasing you at this point. Now come around this corner, turn around because one of these got a weapon. As soon as he comes around the corner, shoot him. And what I was hoping to do for the second enemy to be a bit quicker, and I was going to knock them into each other and then kill them both at once with a match. But that woman is quite slow. And she seems to have got jammed on a mate here, so I'm just going to burn them both at once. Like I say, I was planning to shotgun them both when they come around the corner so they fall down together. And then once they're dead, come down here. As you approach that door, there'll be a trap which is scripted, and you have to quickly shoot that red part at the top. I missed that quite a lot and died just because how inaccurate the pistol is with no upgrades. If you do die, just redo it. Remember to reload manually so that time does get reset, because if you game over and continue, the time will kind of continue. Now in here, there's a freeze bolt, shotgun bullets, a bottle and a bomb. I'll do the bomb in a minute once Ruvik has despawned. So yeah, here's Ruvik. Just be careful because he will kind of sometimes transport in front of you. So you don't want to run in front of him. So yeah, just keep avoiding him guys until he despawns. Like I say, he spawns like every few minutes. And when he does, he appears for about, what, 30 seconds? Until he despawns again. So disarm that bomb. I grabbed a bottle and then climb this ladder. Because at the top here, 1 or 2 enemies can spawn. There'll be one on either side laying down. But what you can do, if you approach them laying down, aiming at the head, and as they start to get up, load the bottle at the head and it will kind of stun them. And you can do a sneak kill. Then once you've done so, come over here guys and grab this dial. Yeah, grab the dial, then come back down the ladder. If there are 2 enemies on the top here, kill the one on the right first because it drops an axe. Then can use that axe to kill the one on the left. But if you're lucky like that, you'll have no enemies at the top. Right, so now come back through here, guys. I come and trigger that trap to begin with because I know the Ruvik clone is going to spawn soon, and I don't like it when that Ruvik clone spawns on the upper walkway where that dial was. Yeah, grab that grenade just around the corner, guys. Come through this door. There's a syringe in this drawer. Yep, and then crouch through this fireplace. If Ruvik is chasing you, you can't access this fireplace until he's despawned. Yeah, come in here and you'll find another brain puzzle.
Again.
Yeah, so for this one you have to insert the probe into the fear region. So again, look to bottom left to see where the fear region is. You like I say, the fear region. I think that it's that red part. You see that red part in the brain? Yeah, so once you know exactly where the fear region is, move the probe over to it guys and insert it. There's an explosive bolt in this room as well if you need it. I guess could technically I've used a few explosive bolts killing previous enemies, because you get quite a few in this area. Yeah, so crawl back through the chimney.
Oh, Father.
Now we're going to go back into corridor guys and go left. Now at the end of this corridor there might be an enemy. He doesn't always spawn, but if he does you can sneak kill him if you wait, or just run in, knock him down with the shotgun guys and drop a match. It's up to you. Like I say, he might not spawn. So we'll turn around in a second because it's right near this side of his patrol pattern. If he's down the far side near the door, I'd probably run up to him because it'd take too long to wait for him to kind of come up here and patrol back. But yeah, got a quick sneak kill on him. Come in here, keep to the left because there's an enemy in the middle there. You see that enemy on the floor? And an enemy might burst through that door. If he does, be ready to kill him. And then disarm this bomb. That's it. And if the enemy didn't burst through that door, guys, break it yourself with a melee attack, like so. Come out here, back onto the upper floor, in the lobby. Kick open these double doors, guys, and we're going to get another dial. This one here, that's the lower dial. We've got the upper one in the library. Come back outside. Yep, head down the steps. And now we're going to take the door on the bottom right. Yep, this door over here. Into the music room. There'll be matches times 3 over here. And we're going to enter the side room. Now in the side room, do not kick the door open. there's an enemy, and if you're quiet, you won't trigger it. So just open the door quietly, and do not go too far forward. If you go too far forward, you'll trigger the enemy behind that drape. You see her legs? Just grab the sniper rifle ammo. That's it, then turn around and leave quietly. Right, once you've got that, you're going to come around this corner. There'll be a grenade. Turn right here. Yeah, there'll be a grenade downside of the piano. Yeah, grab that. There'll be some harpoon bolts stuck in that debris, I believe it is, or in the wall. Yeah, some harpoon bolts there. And then come over here, guys, grab this document. Mansion music room note, which is unmissable. And then interact with the safe on the wall. And the code for this, top dial wants to be set to 11, and the bottom one wants to be set to 2. So 11 on the top and 2 on the bottom. And then you have the final brain puzzle in here. This brain, you need to stick the probe into the hope region of the brain. Yep, so again, just check the bottom left diagram if you want to see exactly where the hope region is.
Subject number 14. Test
Yep, I think it's a blue spot. You see that blue spot on the brain? That is the hope region.
Stimulation of the singular cortex.
Yep, just destroy that. They've basically got no will to live. All the enemies in this game have the hope region destroyed. That's it. Another checkpoint. Probably noticed there's always a checkpoint when you insert your probe into the brain. Now, as you make your way back, some enemies might burst through the door, so be ready, because one of them's probably got a shotgun as well. So you want to knock him down straight away before he shoots you. Yes, 2 enemies might burst through that door. If they do, knock them down, burn them with a match. Once you're ready, come in here. But as you can see, they're actually in the dining room. So once you get back in the lobby, just wait for the middle door to open, because now you've done all the brain puzzles. That should open once the fluid has drained to the door and unlocked it. Yep, so come through this long corridor. Yep, that's all the random enemies gone now. So everything which happens from this point on forward is all scripted to happen. No more random enemies. Would have been quite tricky to make a guide for if enemies were like that all the way through the game. Like every single chapter, there's random enemies that can pop up. Yeah, so once you get control in this study, grab the shock bolt from the torture bench. And then carry on down these steps, guys, to the right and follow the path. Yep, checkpoint there. We've got like a little kind of cage sequence coming up, where as you're making your way through this certain area, gates will come down in front of you, and if you take a certain path, you can skip some of it, but you have to take a very specific path, and sometimes if you stick around for too long, another gate will come down, kind of forcing you a different way, a longer route. So yeah, when we get to cage section in a minute, guys, try to follow my path exactly and with the same timing. If it doesn't work out the same way, just reload the checkpoint, so there'll be a checkpoint at the start of it. We'll be there in a few minutes. So here, you see this big red entity. Do not let it touch you, so it will damage you. Quickly run into the corridor on the right. Come through this door ahead. Kick it open. Come in here, and the wall will move away from you. One of them walls where you never feel like you're getting closer. Yep, there'll be spikes on the ceiling and some tripwires. You need to get through this room really quick before you get impaled. Yeah, them spikes are going to probe into every region in your brain if you're not quick enough. So yeah, just carefully move around these tripwires. Probably saw against the wall there. There's an explosive bolt and a harpoon, but I don't need them. Right, once past the final tripwire, guys, sprint forward into this corridor. There'll be a mannequin waiting to greet you. Yeah, so this is the kind of cage area with all the mannequins. I should have just said all mannequins. I actually forgot about these guys. Yeah, so continue forwards until you see the red entity appear. Have your pistol ready. Yeah, so there she is. Yeah, get your pistol ready, guys, and then come in this corner. Wait for the entity to kind of come over to you. She's not going to be in your path in a second. That's it. Once it gets about there, run down here. Be ready to shoot the lock. There it is. Run around this pillar on the right, around the back here. Do not touch that trap. come left at this point and carry on forwards, and then quickly take a left at the end, and then take this final path. Take that exact same path, guys, the same direction I took around each pillar. If you take any different directions or take any longer, then more gates might come down and it'll force you along a different route. For that route to work, take the same path around the pillars and also try to maintain a similar speed. Faster is great, try not to be slower, and do not disarm the bomb. So if you try and disarm the bomb, that entity is probably going to get right behind you, and as soon as you try to run away after the bomb, it's probably going to hit you. So yeah, eventually you'll escape and you'll spawn here amongst all the beautiful sunflowers. Yeah, just run forward. And just before we enter the barn, just going to grab a bit of loot outside. So over here, some handgun bullets to the left of the haystack. And around the back here, you'll find, yep, a shock bolt just on them beams. Come back around the front, but now on the other side of the front door, yeah, you find some more handgun bullets to the side of that cart. On the left is a flash bolt, and around the back here, guys, is some sniper rifle ammo. Pick all that up. Make sure you got a shock bolt equipped on the crossbow. You're going to need it very shortly. And then once you got the shock bolt equipped on the crossbow, equip your handgun, because you're going to need that first. Right, in here, there'll be a little cutscene. Just got to watch these ghosts as they go about their daily activities. And then eventually you have to operate some cranks to lower a lift. Yeah, we're pretty much at the end of the chapter, guys. Not much more to go. So this fight coming up, there's a checkpoint right at the start of it. So if you mess it up, just restart checkpoint again. It is a bit tricky to do at first, but it's not too bad, and it's quite an effective strategy. So I would give it a go. It'd probably be easier on a Kuma, because on a Kuma we're probably just going to spam shock bolts straight from the get-go, because they're just much more effective when you're upgrading your character. But this is from a perspective of no upgrades. So yeah, operate this crank first to lower the lift, and then turn this one next to move it along over to below the upper platform. Once it stops, go and stand on it and then shoot that first crank you operated to raise it up. Yep, shoot that. Right, once at the top, reload your pistol, guys, and then try to escape via the top window. Be a brief little cutscene. So straight after this, like I say, there's going to be 2 waves of 3 enemies. So first of all, shoot the first enemy in the head with a headshot. Try to kill it. So try to imagine where its head's going to be. That's it. And the second enemy, try to kill him before he's fully stood up, and he'll fall back down. That's it. And then run forward and drop a match, and that should burn all 3, because the match should drop as the third one spawns. And then there'll be one more wave of 3. For this one, quickly lob a shock bolt down. That'll stun the next 3 enemies, and then drop a match, kill them all at once. Quickly grab any loot in the area. Should be some shotgun bullets and handgun behind you in each corner. That's it. And once you're kind of burnt to a crisp, you'll be walked back to the mansion, guys. Just head along the corridor and then shimmy between the bookcases. And that's it. Chapter 9. Yeah, so now we should be on the double digit chapters, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And we finished this one at about 2 hours, 8 minutes. So we're pretty much halfway through. Yeah, the last 6 chapters, yeah, take a while. Got about 2 more hours to go, guys. So just make it safe as always. Yep, and then once it's saved, guys, we'll leave it there ready for the next one.